Well, good morning, folks. Good to see you all here for Train Sim World 2. Yeah, it's been way too long since we played Train Sim World 2. I don't even think I played this game for about like a year or so. Some of the DLCs and whatnot that have come out um, have been pretty good cargo-wise, but I've been busy, and now finally we're getting around to the Harlem line in New York. Thanks again to Train Sim World 2 for sending over a key for the DLC. Though it's not out yet, it should be coming out in about 20 minutes or so. So this is a little pre-hype show, I guess, to take a look at it. I've got a live stream up from the devs, so we're going to take a look at that. They did a little live stream on the 10th of March. So about a week ago, they did a little preview on the Harlem line from Grand Central Terminal, North White Plains. And then we're going to just kind of take a look around at what they got going on. We'll take a look at the store page, and then we'll play it ourselves. And if we get bored, we'll jump into, I guess, Train Sim World and do a little Long Island Railroad. So that'll be fine. Anyway, thanks for everybody subbing. Good to see you all here. Hope you're all doing well. One's in the chat for the #1 community out there. Oh, you're a former New Yorker that took the train every day to White Plains? Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, there's a few New York trains available. There's the Long Island Railroad, Harlem Line, and there might be a couple of others. There might be one or two more. But anyway, Train Sim World is an incredibly detailed, really cool-looking train game that does simulate a lot of the... It's more detailed, I'd say, for the trains and the tracks than the city. Like, once you get about a block away from the tracks, things kind of look like they're a little blended together. But it's a train sim. It simulates the trains, and it does a good job of giving you immersion as to what the city looks like if you were sitting in a train, you know? Like, if somebody was to put a bag over your head and then take it off when you were in a train, that's everything that you would see from the train without, going out to street level or being in a plane or something like that. So, anyway, it should come out in about 30 minutes or so. They do have a March Madness going on, by the way. This game is $5 right now. I saw the other day. Train Sim World 2 is $5 right now. So if you've been waiting to get it, now might be a good time. Yeah, $4.49, 85% off, and it ends on the 28th. So might be a good idea to grab it, and also some of the DLCs. It is a game that I wish was multiplayer. Unfortunately, it's not, but there's tons of DLCs for people who like passenger trains and who like cargo trains. And if you're a simulator buff, you're going to love all the stuff in this one because it does a really good job of simulating the trains. And now there's some workshop support, too, so you can download custom liveries made by other people. And there's tons of trains in the game, too. The amount of DLCs are insane. We usually make fun of these types of games for being incredibly expensive for how much the DLC costs. Like, look at that, $800 for the DLC for all of them. But honestly, it's a pick and choose type thing. Like, a lot of these aren't, you're not missing out on a persistent world. Each of them are kind of like their own simulation within the Train Sim World engine. So, if you're a New Yorker who just wants to drive New York trains, boom, go get the Long Island Railroad, New York to Hicksville. And then also get the, the new DLC out today, and then you just simulate that. That would cost you, what, $5 for the main game right now, plus another $14, plus whatever this DLC is, which is going to be $26.99. Yeah, so you spend about, probably $40 or so on some of the DLCs. Beautiful. Anyway, while we get excited, let's go check out the developers then. Let's go watch their stream. We'll go watch that for a few minutes just to kind of see what it's about, and then we'll maybe go do a little bit of the Long Island Railroad. Maybe. Just to kind of go see some of those trains. Although the North White Plains does offer a few other... I think it's a different train that runs on this. But anyway, if you wanted to see the store page, this is... It really is beautiful. I think of my favorite trains that I've ever driven for passengers in this game, I think the Long Island Railroad was my favorite because I believe... that one has a train wash, like a car wash, but you drive the train through it. And then you get to go over some of those beautiful historic New York train lines and such, the bridges and things like that. And this one, of course, the Harlem line has some pretty impressive stuff, too, in terms of bridges and whatnot. So, looking pretty snazzy. Nice simulation of traffic and stuff like that. Some underground sections, too, as you're probably leaving the terminal. Actually, I think the Long Island Railroad also connects to Grand Central Terminal, right? So if this is Grand Central... oh! So I guess these both kind of go together just on two different lines. They're somewhat linked together. Yeah. Trains and car washes, two of Raptor's favorite things. Oh, you're right, John. You're right. That's true. Yes, it does. Oh, good. Thanks for clarifying. So then both. So technically, if you get the Long Island Railroad and the Harlem line add-on, if you get both of them, they're two separate things. But if you get them, they're kind of like they're connected. And I don't think I've seen that before in any of the train lines I've seen. Usually they're in completely different parts of Germany or the UK or the United States. And I think one DLC is even in Canada. But looking pretty snazzy. I love how this. One of the things I love watching the most on like City Skylines, if you've ever seen those before, is when people make beautiful train lines or tram lines or bus lines, and they just kind of give you a view of their city from what it would look like to take like a monorail or something around their city. Gorgeous, just gorgeous what people can do in City Skylines. So I feel like one of the best things in those city builders is building the mass transit and the infrastructure. And this is another game that does that. The only thing that's missing from Train Sim World is Asia. I want to see Korean trains. I'd love to see Japan. Chinese high-speed trains would be really cool to see a lot of that stuff, especially to drive the Shinkansen and stuff. But a lot of that's probably locked down in some crazy copyright. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, looks good. Seems like a good DLC. Is there a trailer for it? Okay, nope. But for those of you curious, it offers you 24 miles, which is 39-kilometer route from Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains. It also includes the Yankees East 153rd Street Station, the MTA M3A and M7A EMUs in Metro North Railroad livery, highly detailed, feature-rich driving cabs with accurate true-to-life performance and handling. Journey mode, I think that's actually on everything. Journey mode featuring 24 hours of activities for you to master. Accessible training modules, and 5 detailed engaging scenarios. I love the scenarios the most in this game. I think this is cool when they give you like a mission to complete. But if you want to do like a timetable on your own, which isn't multiplications, people, it's it's like simulating an actual like service, from going from one station to another. Selection of route tasks to complete, livery designer, and scenario planner compatible. Nice. Powered by Dovetail's proprietary system in Unreal 4. Okay, cool. And it's also licensed by the MTA. Cool. All right, well, we got about 15 minutes to go until it's released on Steam. I'll still have to download it, but let's jump to the live stream from the devs, which was on March 10th, and we'll just kind of...
The thick of New York City.
Thick.
And there's no city like it in the world. And so driving these commuter trains up and down that line is fantastic. So things to look out for are Grand Central Terminal itself, and it's quite an extensive tunneled approach as you come out of Grand Central Terminal, and really interesting.
That's true.
To drive, a bit on the slow side.
Under Grand Central Terminal, nothing but tunnels. It's crazy.
And then you arrive at Harlem 125th.
Oh, also, it looks like they're playing on Xbox Series X. But it's also available on PC, obviously.
If things going on as you travel down the line, one of which is Motthaven Junction, where you've got the to Yankee Stadium.
Notice the smoke in the background.
Continuing up this railway line, effectively straight on.
Oh, you can also see Yankee Stadium. Nice.
To and from Yankees. Yankees is included, even though it's not technically part of the Harlem line, because during game days, so they run some extra services sometimes to support, and also sometimes they use there is a depot beyond the Yankee Stadium stop, which is not included in the route, but is sometimes in reality used for storing trains and so forth. And so it's a place where you can start and bring trains into service and take them out. So it's just a nice bit of variety. As you carry on up the line, eventually you get to this split where some of the trains head over towards the northeast corridor, over to New Rochelle, which some of you may remember from an earlier route. And then our line carries on with the Harlem line, and there's a really nice change of tone of the route at this point, because that almost sort of puts a line across city to country, and suddenly the route gets really green. And, so you've gone from a world where there's very little green. It's all concrete and bricks and mortar and all this. It's very grey. It's not very grey, actually. It's quite colourful.
Oh my God, chat! I just remembered it's St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, buddy. Enjoy all the good foods and all the good drinks. You love trains? Me too, Anthony. I'm excited. It's been a long time since we've taken a look at a Train Sim World DLC, but I'm happy to be here.
Which is included. so trains start and stop there. So there's plenty to see. It takes about an hour to do a stopping service up there.
Wow.
Some trains run what they do. Some services will actually run non-stop Grand Central Terminal to White Plains. And then they'll begin stopping service. Now, in reality, they head off up the other half of the continue up to southeast, which isn't included in the line. Our line stops at North White Plains, but it means that you've got these express runs, which are I think 40 minutes or something like that. So you can do non-stop runs.
What's a nice chill train sim? Probably this one. We're about less than 15 minutes away from the update, so that's going to be good.
One thing repeated lots and lots of times, so there's a lot of work gone into the timetable, which is based on the real timetable. And
let's get into some actual driving.
You got the M7A, the M3A. Actually, let's just pop over to service mode.
Oh, there's two trains?
Ooh. The M3A, which is a variation on the M3 that you.
Yeah, we read that in the bullet points.
But it's not exactly the same. It's one of those things that, and the more you look into it, the
cool. So we get two trains to drive. Nice.
It's quite apparently. But
we were due a technical mishap of some description. Normally it happens
stunningly
before we go
well
live.
so far today.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
normally happens before we go live.
All right, I'm not playing. Remember, we're watching the devs for now for another 15 minutes.
But this time it happens.
You love the M3, very 1990-ish New York City. Yeah,
right,
that's what I was thinking too when I see that.
In the cab. We're at Grand Central Terminal.
No matter how modern those trains look, those trains always look to me like the super late 80s up until like the early 2000s.
What I can't do, unfortunately, is rattle off exactly what the differences are. So if you spot them, then go and highlight it and share.
Oh, look at how good that looks.
So there's a lot of work been done. So one of the things, for example, is the radio up here, which actually it doesn't work, but it's interactive. Let me turn the train on.
Look at all those lights.
Put it into brake. That's it. You notice also it says brake pipe warning on there. So one of the things, the challenges that a lot of people had on the Long Island, if they weren't regular players of it, was knowing that they needed to charge the brakes. So if you try and make the train release its brakes with the brake pipe less than 90 psi, it will pop up this little reminder just to tell you to do that. It's a simple thing, but hopefully it will stop you from wondering why the train won't move.
Yep, our Epic code is Raptoria, exclamation point Raptoria if you want to support the channel on Epic Games. Thanks, Sad Dingus.
Of the improvements that have been made to the interior of the loco, so that you can kind of get an itemized list. You can get a feel for some of the things, how they're different. Some people are saying the chair looks a little bit lower. There is the ATC between the screens is slightly different.
It is.
So we should be able to kind of come up with a slightly more comprehensive list for you next week. But enjoy it and just kind of appreciate what it is for now, and we'll kind of go through.
I don't know why they play on Xbox all the time. I guess maybe they're trying to promote it more on Xbox.
Yeah, they actually.
There's not a lot of simulators on console.
But this is the M7A's passenger interior, and there's little things like he says trying to find it. I might be thinking of the M3. Oh, you got the PIS internally on the train as well. No, I think I'm thinking of a different train. The other one.
Good detail though.
The M3, cause
I think it'll look better on PC.
I know that was some time spent on is there's like a ramp for disabled access, and so where that ramp is has been modelled correctly for these versions of it as well.
That's good.
That's great. Are we at Grand Central, by the way, Matt?
We are indeed at Grand Central.
Do you want to do a little? Should we do a little recce before you get started of Grand Central?
Yeah. Let's go and have a look at Grand Central.
Ooh. Man, that is dark.
So Grand Central Terminal, in reality, is two layers of platforms, plus you've got the passenger concourse. In this rendition of Grand Central Terminal, it is just this layer of platforms, not the one below, and not the passenger concourse. So it's just this area here. So you see it goes back up to the ramps here, which you can use to then access other platforms. But the other...
Oh, wow. 42 tracks?
The other, the downstairs essentially is not accessible.
Wow, you can walk
there are tracks that lead off
along
to it,
all
and
that stuff.
Trains run up and down it, but they're not accessible by the player.
I don't think you can go up the stairs, though.
I think this was our train, wasn't it? It'll do. We'll steal this one.
So dark down here, though.
We'll do. Don't worry, everybody. We'll do map. We'll do scenarios, all of that kind of stuff over the course of the stream. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten. We might have forgotten at the start.
Is it
but we'll
really
work
that
our way
dark down
through.
there?
We will show you. Don't worry.
Hey, what's up, Snake? Good to see you, man.
Walk down these long old trains.
It looks so real, just like the station.
How was ATCC improved from Lear FD 1003? Again, I'll let you judge for yourself, but fundamentally,
If that's the Harlem
massively.
line, then that's Metro
That's
North.
the way I'm going to describe that.
I think so, because
Again,
on the radio it
lots and
says
lots of help,
MNRR,
fine-tuning
so that must
is
be...
what's been involved here.
Notice up here on the radio it says MNRR.
Again, lots and lots of help.
Up on the radio, so that must be Metro North Railroad, Channel 2 on Harlem.
Fine-tuning it is what's been involved here.
You get used to it? It is like that?
Grand Central Terminal.
It's hot and
there
it
is
smells
Grand
like
Central
mildew.
Terminal.
Wonderful.
Quite a few trains in GCT at this minute.
Wow,
Yeah,
look at
it's-
all the...
We've got a
Wow, that's
corridor coming
insane.
out. This is all underground up
That's
here.
amazing.
At some point it becomes overground and you end up in...
I'm so excited to drive this,
Harlem.
boys.
I think it's Harlem 125th here.
Oh, and by the way, don't expect
So
much from me.
we-
I'm
goodness,
rusty as
actually,
hell. It's been a very long time, but
That would be helpful.
it's going to be awesome to
Just
look
while
at
you
it.
do that, Matt, obviously there has, in terms of playable services for this route, 260, I think, is the figure that's been thrown
That's
around. There
awesome.
are also AI services as well that are available for all.
I'm very excited.
Whether you're 8th gen or 9th gen consoles. We are getting a list from Joe as we speak. We're getting a list from everybody to try and make sure that we can make sure we've got as much information as possible.
Right, red and green signal means we're clear to go. I'm breaking the speed limit, so there we go. There's nothing new there. And yeah, Grand Central Terminal is pretty dark.
Okay, I guess so.
So we've got this big cavern to go through, and then we start going into the tunnels.
Now, I remember this section from the Long Island
I've opened
Railroad
the
about
window
how...
just to make the sounds a little bit louder and more present.
How
Obviously,
dark the
it's
Long
up to you
Island,
whether you wanna open windows or keep
well,
it
really
quiet
just
and so
Grand
forth.
Central Terminal is.
We've tried to tune it again based on the feedback we've had about how loud they would be in reality.
Can't wait till we see outside, dude. I'm very
So these are all got
very
these are
excited.
some of the new sounds that players can experience with the M7A. Sorry, it's the M7A.
We're coming down to
Yeah,
about
it's
5
the
minutes.
M7A, yeah.
5 minutes
Yeah.
till we get to play.
Yeah, this is the new M7A, the new version of the M7A with its sounds on it. And the M3A has had quite a significant. Both of them have had quite a significant overhaul on sounds. Essentially, it's brand
Yeah,
new
look at all that
sound set.
infrastructure.
So yeah, there's a lot of work been done there. This train has got the 2 safety systems on board. It's got ATC and it's got access. And just to give a quick outline of how access works. So ATC. So this is ATC or access. Is it access? No, it's ATC at this point because I'm exceeding the restricting speed limit. So access at the moment is off. ATC is on because the R light is enabled. And if you look in the HUD there, it says ATC R. So that's confirming I'm on ATC. ATC is controlling me. At some point, access will kick in, and access is not there to tell you what's coming along. Yeah, access is there to make sure you're driving properly. It's checking your homework. So you still
Wow, look at
need
how
to
close
drive,
you are to the concrete
based on
barrier.
either having the HUD on so you can see the speed limits, or you need to drive because you know the speed limits, same as a real engineer would. And then essentially access will just complain and tell you what you should be doing right now, and then if you're not getting it right, then there'll be, words will be had and the train will stop. So that's essentially the goal of
Is it
the
automatic
system.
as you're in the maintenance
ATC
storage area?
overrides
I'm not
access
sure.
where there are reduced signal aspects, so if you're approaching
We're watching the
some kind of
devs play
junction,
for just a couple minutes till they
and
release
where
it.
otherwise,
About 5
access
minutes. We're about
controls
5 minutes
essentially what
away.
happens under normal conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we've got a few people from New York. Would love to see what your thoughts are on how accurate it is to real life. A few mentions about how dark it is. And from what Emela was saying in the chat, it sounds like it is about as dark as this normally. So,
Oh, everybody's saying it's this
yeah,
dark?
It's
Okay.
a little bit eerie, isn't it?
So it's supposed to be super dark.
Can we do the horn, Matt? Go on. Let's get the horn going. High and low.
That's a pretty damn good horn.
Oh, hello. I stood up. Let's not do that. No, I don't think there is a low horn on this. I think it's just the one.
Cool. Lots of, well, first 2 comments from the horn are very good. The map we showed a little bit earlier. We will go into the map again a little bit later, but we showed kind of the initial part of it earlier.
Right, Access has actually, ATC has just promoted me to
Let's see what it
Lord,
looks like when we get outside.
And Access is now overtaking control, and you can see that, I say taking control, it's not a positive in terms, it's only...
Just coming over ground, we have 24 miles, so 39 kilometres, with 18 stations, I believe. So we've got 5 scenarios with this pack. The M3A, the M7A.
Ah, finally we're outside.
And the Yankees East 153rd Street station as well, which is a little branch that Matt was talking about earlier. 260 playable services.
Beautiful train.
AI. Highlight tonight.
Damn, the city looks really good.
That Matt has not got all of the individual layers.
That's
on his,
awesome, man.
Xbox.
And that's all made of
So,
mostly brick
we'll
there,
show
it looks
you
like.
the layers next week. They're mainly stationary trains in sidings.
It's the wagons filling up, freight cars filling up sidings and just making the
Man,
the
that's
railroad
cool.
generally look a little bit more lived in.
Yeah.
And that's common for everybody. There's no generational console limits there. That's everybody.
Yep, absolutely. And in terms of performance testing, Matt, obviously we've had a couple of routes in the
Love this.
fairly recent past, which perhaps have had a few problems with performance. Have we seen any issues when we've been testing at all?
No, none at all. None at all. It's been running very well.
Okay, cool. So we've obviously come over ground now, which gives us a chance to talk about some of the scenic elements of the route. And
Hell
obviously we're
yeah.
going through New York. What did we try and do with this particular route to make it feel like we're coming into the middle of I suppose, a metropolis like New York is, or I suppose coming out of a metropolis in this case. But what did we try and do to try and recreate the feeling of New York?
So it's about looking at the skyline, looking at some common photographs, and thinking about, what.
Yeah,
is
these
it?
guys sound
One
like
of
they're
the
from
key
New York,
things,
don't
for
they? With their,
example, was, Harlem
I
125th
think they have
is
Brooklyn
quite
accents. These two
a
guys,
common
right?
location for
I'm pretty
photographs
sure.
facing back into the city, and it's one of the things that. So with the earlier version of the route internally, when we started reviewing it, one of the things we found was that there are a couple of buildings. Let me just finish this. Stop the train, and I'll get out and show you.
Nearly nailed it.
So there's a couple of buildings here, the one on the left and the red one on the right, that were missing, and it made such a huge difference to how this scene looks.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
Again, we went back and the team worked that out. So it's a lot of it has been about figuring out, what is the
Yeah, the
what
devs
does
are
the
talking
scene
right
look
now.
like, and,
We're just watching a little video. We got about 2
Speed,
minutes till it's released,
making sure
so
the roads are
we're just
busy,
kind of taking a
because
peek
New
at their
York
stream
got
from
quiet
about a
roads,
week ago before we play
so
ourselves.
it's
That
things
looks
like
amazing.
that and capturing that, all the stuff that's going on around the railway and making it feel like New York is alive.
Absolutely. Jason's asked, will this have the new sky boxes at all?
Well, this is technically the release build that I'm running here. Well, not the release build, but near enough. So it looks like it.
Nice. That's a welcome addition. We will
look at all the traffic.
We will just try and make sure that is actually the case before we actually go forward next week. But yeah, we'll double check that. But
Whereas normally, if I'm using a preview core, the dev build on the PC, you can get stuff showing which is not there. This is what I've downloaded for this is I've actually taken the shipping builds, the latest shipping build release candidate, and put it on it. So in theory, there shouldn't be anything on here that isn't there in reality. This is the bridge over the Harlem River, which is really
Harlem
stunning.
River, sorry.
I think it's Harlem River, isn't it?
It's in the Bronx. It's the Bronx. It's the Bronx.
I don't know. The river.
Oh,
It's
this.
the
I
body
thought
of
these
water.
guys were from the Bronx. They lied to
Let's
us.
go back to
Yeah,
German
sorry,
station
everyone.
names.
Yeah. God, yeah, we're better at German station names than we are at New York geography, aren't we? Sorry, everyone. Sorry, all you native New Yorkers. It is the Hudson. Is it the Hudson?
It is. There's East River, the Hudson River. There you go. It's
Oh,
it's
they're just
a
going to try
body
and
of
troll
water.
us now, aren't they? Yeah.
So we're coming around the corner here into Mott Haven Junction, heading for Melrose, and Mott Haven Junction is a big triangle junction, and slow down. And what you'll find is that Yankees goes off to the left here. Again, if I look at the map, you can see Yankee Stadium going up here. And this is Mothaven Junction. But we'll be carrying on in the same direction.
Yankee Stadium will be to our left then.
Yankee, like a lot of New York names, like Harlem, it comes from Dutch. And Yankee is a derivative of Janke or Jan, which are obviously common Dutch first names. They were used by the British settlers as a derogatory word. Yankee was used as a derogatory word towards the Dutch settlers. And that's how they became the Yankees.
Wow.
Stadium over there.
So that leads to the Yankee Stadium then.
Speed up a bit now. So one of the other things with this route, which again is...
All right, hold on. I think it's time. Let's see. It should be released now. It should be 6 p.m. UTC. So that should be pretty much right now. So we're waiting for Steam to like update it. Let's see if we can go to the DLC manager. Train Sim World Harlem. Okay, so that's checkmarked. Good. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it runs. All right, we're going to try for ourselves now and see if it actually has updated for us. Otherwise, we're just waiting on Steam at this point to actually push the update out to everybody else. Been out for about a minute or so. So if you want to get it, it's out technically now, I suppose. Wow. They redid that intro. Badass. That one's old, though. All right, let's see what we got. Creators Club Beta. Cool. All right. Oh, I don't like this. You gotta scroll through all your DLCs? Oh, they should allow you to click on like a region of the world and then sort that way. So like Europe, United States, or say like UK to separate them. But I guess technically there is a French train in the game now too, so it's not just German. It used to just be Germany, the UK, and the US. Now they have like Canada, and there's some French trains in there too. Okay, well I don't see it here. Long Island Railroad's here, but that's not part of that. That's a separate DLC. Let's just check though, just to be sure, but I'm 99.9. Oh, you can filter by train operator? Okay. I think that should be just a default thing when it comes up though. Just, you know, you click on region, then country, or maybe something else. Let's see. Let's go to the main menu then. How do we filter? Oh, filter F, okay. Oh, you can turn things on and off? Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, so now instead of sorting by region, you're sorting by operator. Interesting. Will I do more Let's Plays of this in the future? I want to definitely cover all the DLCs that I'm the most interested in. I think there's a lot of stuff for the Germans. And a lot of that kind of just blends together for me. So I want to see more American stuff, British stuff, and like Canadian stuff. Because like the Germans have a crazy amount of stuff. In my opinion, at least. Like what, there's 8 routes for the... Yeah, 8 routes for DB. And like everyone else's get like 1, 2. All different areas, but... So much for the filter, I guess. Okay, let me restart to make sure Steam pushes the update out. We gotta wait for Steam to try to update for the DLC. Manage your DLC here. Let's undo it, and then we'll redo it and see what happens. Newly acquired DLC has been automatically installed. Now we're just waiting on Steam now. Yep, there it is. Add to cart. So it doesn't say like coming soon or anything, so it should be out. Steam is adding more wood to the boilers, yeah. Okay, well, we gotta work through sort of a weird technical issue. Maybe restarting the... I'm gonna restart the game. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna restart Steam. If that doesn't work, we might have to do a verify cache. We'll see. Gotta have like more technical knowledge of a computer than you do a train just to play. Sometimes that helps. We'll see. Anyway, how to use the PZB LZD. There's I think there's actually some in-game tutorials for trains that actually use that. If a train actually uses that equipment, there should be like a tutorial for every train in the game, and routes and stuff too. And a good thing is to use the scenarios and stuff to teach you. The scenarios are really good at teaching. Let's see if it lists the it doesn't seem to list the new route. Oh, maybe it doesn't list routes that I already have? That might be it. Alright, let's restart Steam. Yeah, there's probably some tutorial videos on YouTube for sure. For those, yeah. On how to use those with each individual train. Alright, worst case scenario, I'm going to restart Steam then. Hold on, I'm going to completely like back out, log out, and log back in. Man, this is like the second time that I've been hindered by Steam. I just want to play some games, Steam. Let's go, baby. Yeah, call Gabe Newell to complain. Yeah, I'm sure. That would be a good option. If I had his private phone number. Give him a call. Alright, hold on. I'm just updating it in the background. See what happens. Alright, there we go. Steam is now downloading something. And I think this might be it, folks. There we go. So we got about 4 gigabytes to do, so we'll keep watching the devs for a minute or two.
Different to the Long Island line is
Cool.
the signalling. You'll notice.
Thanks for being patient, guys. You're the best. Yeah.
And the only
Thanks,
two
guys.
aspects you'll see on the signals are essentially stop, which is 2 reds, a red at the top and a red at the bottom. You can't proceed that past that one. Or a flashing green, which is basically saying do what your cab signals tell you. There is one other aspect that can be shown in reality, but that's in exceptional circumstances, so it doesn't happen in anything we've got here. So those are the normal aspects on here, and the only time you see a signal is when it's protecting junctions and interlocking. The rest of the time you're running without real quotes signals, and you're just relying on.
Raptor, any inside info on Building Simulator? I know there was a new demo for the game, but I don't know anything about its release.
What speed that you need to go.
Hopefully they're getting closer.
and otherwise,
I love the details in this game, man.
Instructions like alias 45.
Knowing Steam, they're running behind. Yeah, I guess this is properly
13
simulating
RS
certain
15,
trains, isn't it?
miles per hour.
But it's going.
Otherwise than that,
It's
if
now
you're reading
downloading, so
instructions, you
we're
follow
getting
the
there.
line speed, which you'll either get from the HUD or from your own knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. A few people commenting on the volume of passengers on the route. It looks a little bit.
It does, doesn't it? I'm not quite sure
sparse.
why, given it the time of day. Yeah, okay, I'll have to find out why. What's going?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll find out what's going on with the passenger curves here.
Yeah, we're looking to implement the rush hour passenger system on
absolutely.
this route. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's something for us to investigate. Emaila's happy. This is her station. So Mod Emaila, thank you very much for the glowing endorsement, which is nice. Sorry, him. What am I talking about? Well, I mean, it's been a long day. Sorry, everybody. My brain is completely dead, and you'll probably hear a lot of different faux pas over the course
Here
of
come
the
the
evening.
excuses.
Yeah, here come the excuses. Sorry, sorry, Mailer. At least we did your station, okay. PIS map. In terms of PIS, we're talking
Yeah,
about
that looks
within
awesome.
The loco itself. On the stations, what's the PIS situation?
So the PIS on the stations isn't authentic to the real thing. It's we've used the same boards that were added to the log.
You actually went to that stop before?
Which is,
Awesome.
It gives you, it's obviously got all the right information, but the real ones are they look slightly different and they're a bit more detailed. But this is what we're able to get in for this release. There's also PIS, obviously the destination shown on the train as well.
Okay, it looks like it's ready to go, so let's take a peek. And make sure that it's good. I think we're finally ready to play, folks. So thanks for being patient. Thank you for being patient. Manor Lords, yeah. I hope that's a game that we'll get more information on soon, too. But I guess the last thing we want is for us to be excited and hyped for a game and be patient and waiting for a long time. Then it finally comes out, but it's not, like, complete, or it's not ready, or there's just a lot of problems. Certainly don't want that. So if we have to wait longer and we get even more hyped and it finally lives up close to our hype, or exceeds our hype, that's a good thing. All right, let's do the North White Plains finally. There it is. Cool. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Awesome. But I'm glad we got to see a little peek from the devs, too, so they could explain a few things. All right, let's do it. Take a little peek around what the Metro North has to offer. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, I did know about the new feudal Japan, and also they're making a Wild West, the makers of...
Welcome to Train Sim World,
Medieval
an
Dynasty.
immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world.
Ooh, all right.
You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience. It is necessary to be fully observant of the surrounding world. Practice by looking up, down, left, and right.
That is one long train, baby. I guess we're going to learn to drive it now. We're at 125th Street. Yep, that's what it says. Welcome to Harlem, 125th Street. It is 10:01 a.m.
This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one.
Okay, so another side mission is to go replace fire extinguishers. They do that in all the DLCs. There's like newspapers, billboards, things like that. Ooh, Barbados.
A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the engineer's seat. You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now, then return to the game when ready.
Oh, wait, let's take a look at the map. Ooh, okay. So that's got to be, yep, Yankees Stadium over there. All the way up to, yep, North White Plain Yard. It's a pretty long straight route for the most part. Not bad.
A heads-up display has appeared on the right side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed.
Okay.
This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse, and neutral directions. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power control is in. These are brake indicators. They show the state of the various brake systems, allowing independent management of them. In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and a countdown distance to when they will come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience.
Yep, if you want to play it full realistically, you can turn all this off and just use the standard systems. Add to.
This train is ready to go. Pull the indicated handle towards you to get moving.
Yay, we're leaving. Oh, damn, this train's pretty fast. That's just minimum power, damn. Wow. Cool. She'll probably tell us to stop soon, I'm sure. Oh, max power, okay.
In Train Sim World, the Harlem line runs for 24 miles from Grand Central Terminal and ferries commuters north through the iconic neighborhood of Harlem to the commercial hub of White Plains, Westchester.
I have no control of the train. Well, now I do. Cool.
Train Sim World allows you to
No engineer hat. We do have engineer hats for our members as a new emote, as a reminder members. So enjoy that new emote for today.
You've only explored a small area here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Welcome to the Harlem line, in one of the most famous cities in the world, New York. Here you can experience a bustling corridor in the heart of Manhattan. Ferry commuters in and out of the iconic Grand Central Terminal.
That's so cool.
Hurry them across the tightly packed Park Avenue, over the Harlem River, and out to the New York suburbs. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, put up posters, replace the fire extinguishers, and clean up the recycling. Operate classic and modern equipment through the city that never sleeps. This is Train Sim World, Harlem Line, Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains.
DJ, you hope this gets the rush hour treatment? They did say something along those lines about how they'll update it for that, or that it'll implement that. I agree with you, though. I hope it gets all the love it deserves. For sure. Okay, let's continue. Oh, yeah. March Madness continues. Yeah, you can get this game for $5. Not this DLC. The DLC's, what was it again? 20, 25, 26 bucks, but not bad for 2 trains and a nice route.
Welcome to Tuckahoe.
And good detail.
Today you will be taken through the operation of an M3A in Metro North Railroad livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
All right, let's learn. We're in Tuckahoe. Where is that? Tuckahoe is there. So the next station is Bronxville. And then Fleetwood. Fleetwood Mac? Ma'am? Ma'am? Oh, phone call.
Take a seat in the engineer's position.
Can you get that?
This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Oh, this is one of the older trains, I think. This is different than the one we were just in.
The master key is used to activate the control desk. The reverser determines the direction of travel. This unit has a combined throttle brake handle called a master controller, which needs to be set before beginning the startup procedure.
What's up, Brant? Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome back.
In order to release the brakes, the brake pipe must be fully charged. You can only do this when the master controller is in the max brake position.
Where's the pressure? There it is. Press and hold the charge brakes button. Oh, it's behind there? Ah, okay. Brake pressure's got to be over 90. There we go.
Lights are important to let others know that this unit is operational. We will now need to open the doors to begin loading.
Oh, they want me to actually press the button. Yep, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your day. Welcome again to Train Sim World. I don't know why YouTube calls it the Train Sim World 2. When I tried to look it up in the directory, it makes it called the Train Sim World 2, but it's just called Train Sim World 2. But again, this is the Harlem Line, Grand Central Terminal to White Plains DLC out today. Okay, let's lock the doors.
This train features an onboard cab signaling system with 5 speed limits shown on the aspect display unit. R indicates a restricted speed with a 15 miles per hour speed limit. M indicates a medium speed with a 30 miles per hour speed limit. L indicates a limited speed with a 45 miles per hour speed limit. 60 indicates a 60 miles per hour speed limit. And N indicates that the speed limit is governed by the track speed, which is shown in the digital readout. We are now ready to depart for Bronxville and continue the service.
Yo!
Move the master controller into the power range to start moving.
Hey, Stan, thanks for the 7 months, dude. Why no green for St. Patty's? Well, I have a green screen behind me, so if I do that, I'll disappear. So here, let me... Yeah, good idea, dude. Let me put on my green real quick. Oh. I'll vanish. But yeah, thanks, dude. And congratulations on your red eye. All right, let's go. Wait, do they want me to do it with the mouse or just... Wait, now we gotta fill the brake pipe. Hold on. There we go. Then set her to P1. There we go. All right, no faster than 30. Where's our horn here? You forgot about the green screen? Ah, don't worry. All good. All right, the member train is coming through. Members, subscribers, viewers, you're all aboard. Welcome aboard, everybody, to the wonderful new DLC. This is beautiful. Has anybody been down this entire line before? Anybody ever ride this from, or at least most of the way from Grand Central Terminal to...
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed.
White Plains? Oh, man. I wish you would keep talking while I also did the thing. Oh, well, some of this we know, but we're not even close to max speed. We can go 60 now. Well, not really. We got to stop at Bronxville.
Before stopping at each station, you should sound the horn once on approach.
Need to reach 85 miles per hour. If we hit 88, will we go back in time? Oh, good. There's a... Sir, you are well... That man was dangerously close to the train. Somebody has a death wish. Not bad for the first time. Oh, they want us to do it manually. Hold on. You don't think it has 1.21 gigawatts? Oh, come on. We can pull straight from the third rail. Blow out all the power in New York City would probably go out, but, you know, we need it for us. New Yorkers will understand. They're trying to teach us from everything from first person, I guess, so. Okay, bye, everybody. Love you. Oh, boy. Have I played Kerbal Space Program before? I think there's some videos on the channel of that. Definitely excited for the second game. Did you see that? There was a sign back there that said, "Do not spray." Do they want somebody not to put graffiti on it or something? Wait, set the door control switch to off. Oops, my bad.
Proceed to the next stop at Fleetwood. On the way, we will perform a recovery of the emergency brakes.
Excuse me? Are they lost? Why are we recovering them?
An emergency brake has occurred, and the train is now coming to a stop. Wait for the train to come to a complete stop before attempting to recover the train.
Oh, okay.
Now that the train has stopped, we can perform the necessary steps to recover the train. After an emergency stop, the brake pipe will have been completely discharged, preventing the brakes from being released. To recover the train, we will need to recharge the brake pipe. First, move the master controller into the max brake position. Next, we will need to charge the brake pipe to at least 90 psi. Ensure that you do not move the master controller whilst the brake... Nice job. Now we can continue to Fleetwood.
Oh, okay, they're teaching you how to do that. Just a little training, I guess. What a waste of everybody else's time. Like, there's all these people on board the train. They got places to go, but we're in training, so we got to do an emergency stop along the way just so I know how to do it. Put me in a simulator, bro. They have lots of simulators. But at least everybody in the back of the train is now in the front of the train. That's good. Oh, forgot to blow the horn. I think I was loud enough now. Yeah, American Truck Sim's amazing. There should be a Montana DLC coming out soon, and also Texas for American Truck Sim. And there was one planned for Euro Truck for Russia, but, you know. Oops. Alright, set the door, set the door control switch to com. Oh, out there? Let the door switch to doors com. Oh, doors slash com. Oh, there's a different setting. Well, I don't think they canceled that pack, but...
That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
I don't think they canceled the pack, but it's like, it's on the shelf for a very long time. Oops. Oh, well. It's not like they knew that was going to happen. Oh, that was cool. That was a good warm-up. Yeah, our train got a flat tire, so we had to pull over and change it, yeah. Oh, now we're learning the, is this the new train now? Train 766 Croton to Harmon to GCT. Operated an express train from Yankees, 153rd Street to GCT. Oh, nice. We're actually leaving Yankees. Wait, are these the scenarios now? Hold on, I want to check all the scenarios for this game. 25th of June 2018. Why not today? Whatever. Anyway, it's not the newer train, it's the older one. But let's do it. We'll just keep playing. We're having fun. This is cool. But now we're going to Grand Central Terminal, so that's cool. Oh, wrong doors. I was used to the other train. My bad. Careful on that right side, folks. It's a doozy. Wait, can you not close? Oh, that takes a really long time then to close doors. Okay. Wait until 15:49. Okay. Everybody's got about 30 seconds to get in the train. Pretty good driver. I mean, you know, honestly, some trains I think are way more responsive than others. I think a lot of the German trains stop really smoothly, but don't really stop very quickly. And the British and the American trains are kind of the same. Locking doors. How's our brake pressure? 0. Did that while we were waiting. Alright, stop at Harlem 125th Street, track 4. Yeah, we'll learn. That's the cool thing about these DLCs is you don't really want to, like... I don't think you really want to beat the DLC or, like, get through everything quickly. You want to, like, get immersed and take it slow and make mistakes and then learn things. Turn off the HUD and then go more difficult mode and then know the tracks like the back of your hand, all the different routes and stations and terminals and everything. Let's open the window so you guys can hear it a little more. If you had to pick a single train sim game to recommend, which would you pick? I think I like this one the most, but there was another one that we played. It was almost like, it was like American Truck or Euro Truck Simulator, but on a train. And I can't remember the name. I think that one was like Train Sim Life or Train Life Sim or something like that. It was really cool. And it was more about like you had to earn money. You would earn money from doing jobs, and then you could unlock and buy new trains as if it were like Euro Truck. It was really cool. But this is a great game as well. I never thought that we would ever get a really cool train simulator game that's this detailed. Train Life, a railway simulator. You like that one too? That's a great one. A lot of good train games out there, man. Simulators are, I mean, hell, even Arma's a simulator. Men of War is a simulator. A lot of games, you know, you can, I think you can use the term loosely, but I think there's games that just do a lot of good simulation. Wow, there's a CSX train down there. Oh man, that's so cool. Oh man, look at that. Oh baby. That is amazing. That's so cool. Look at that verticality. Rail line on top of a rail line going over roads. That is astonishingly beautiful. That is amazing. That is Bob Ross as hell. I love that. That is so beautiful. Oh, man. That reminds me of the, it's nothing like it, but it just gave me the same feeling as the Brighton rail line, where there's like a beautiful, like, just massive archway coming out of this, the station on that one. Gorgeous. There's people on this train? Yeah, there should be a few people on the train. Let's blow the horn. Nope, that was horribly wrong. Nope. Yay! Beautiful. Yeah, Derail Valley, fantastic game. Lots of fun on that one too. Oh wait, they told me to stop there, but it looks like we're hanging over the back end of the platform. Why didn't they just tell me to go all the way to the front? Oh yeah, Railroads Online. That's another great one. Not only can you build the railroads in that one, but you also can It's more industrial. It's more about freight. I certainly like I like passenger trains, but I think I like the American and the British passenger trains more. The German ones in this game, I prefer the cargo. And I love American freight, too, in here. There's the Sherman Hill, and there's Cheyenne. Are those the same ones? I don't know. I think there's 2 cargo ones that are in the American West that are beautiful. Last one we played, I think the last train sim one we live streamed was the Kane, something Kane, I think. And before that, it was that beautiful one that takes place in like the 70s in Pennsylvania. Gorgeous coal train, which I think you can use. Well, you can do the 70s, or I think you can use a modern train as well. Raptor, you stopped too soon. Well, I did stop on where they told me to stop, but I guess it's on me to go to the end of the station and not necessarily to stop where the marker is. I guess the marker just marks the station. So, I'll make sure we go to the end next time. We are supposed to wait for another minute, though. We're loading passengers for another 60 seconds. Was it in the Alps somewhere? There was an American... the 2 I mentioned were American, the cargo ones, but there was one that took place in the Alps, and I don't even remember anything about that one. I think that was an Austrian train, where it's almost like a little tram at the start, and then it goes up into the mountains, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You're following the track on Google Earth at the same time to see the difference? Well, I'm sure they've almost nailed it with that. I hope they did. But I love the... This is one of the best things to do in, like, city skylines and stuff. Oh, it's in Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland. That's right. But this is beautiful. I love this urban environment like this. This is gorgeous. I hope this is their first step to more highly populated, dense urban areas. Like, you do have the London Underground, but for the most part, you're, like, in a trench or literally underground, hence the name. And so there's not really a lot of... not a lot of urban areas in these games. Not like this, anyway. Alright, proceed to Grand Central, track 32. Let's go. Pethal Chronology, thank you very much, dude, for becoming a Raptor Hatchling. Enjoy your new emotes and such. Thank you very much for clicking join and joining us today in the stream. Enjoy all the new perks. Welcome. It's a tradition to blow the horn every time you move and stop. Oh, really? They only told me to do it before the station. Yeah, this part's going to be neat. What's up, Bender? Good to see you in the chat, man. Welcome back to the Big O stream. All right, we got about 4 miles to go. And we're going to just be coasting at about 40. New York City's very cool. So many layers of, like, technology, too. Old, super old train routes, metro routes. Have I tried Truck Sim? American Truck Sim, yeah. That's amazing. That's awesome. That looks so cool. Now I want to play City Skylines. Now I want to build my own train and own city. That's amazing, man. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Do all the train sim handling and physics feel the same? No, every train feels a lot different. Definitely in this game, when you're hauling coal versus hauling passengers, very different. And sometimes you haul different freight on the same track. So sometimes you'll haul, like, cars, and then the next time it'll be like, I don't know, like concrete blocks or something like that. And it'll definitely feel different. Oh boy. I don't know where the lights are on this thing. Oh boy. Whoa, okay. Time traveling. Wow, it's like 2 miles of underground track now. This is cool as hell. I love this, man. This is so cool. Port Simulator Hamburg. Nope. No, those must be... they haven't made shipping games for a long time, have they? Unfortunately. It's been a long time since I've seen a ship simulator of any type. I honestly thought they stopped making those. I wish they would do more industry simulators, though, to show you how certain businesses were done. Like, for example, shipping. And, like, working at the docks or, you know, more trucking games. Even though Euro Truck and ATS are the best, I still think we need more because they're just that good. Oh, we got about a mile to go until we slow down to 10 miles per hour, and then we've got about half mile after that to the track. Oil rig simulator, yeah. Some of these simulator games are a little interesting, but yeah, Brazilian truck simulator. You'd be upside down in that case. Wow, you can't see a damn thing. It must be really weird to, like, go into the darkness like that and then step outside and then just immediately be in, like, you know, it's like it's noon and you just get blinded by the sun. We are moving. India truck simulator with all the traffic? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Left panel light. Let's see. Oh, cab light and... Oh, this one, yeah. They did tell me that. There we go. It's the switch down then. Cool. It's so weird. Going from, like, the outside and seeing the beautiful city of New York and then just, like, bunker. Bunker. Okay, so now we're just going to coast on in. Oh, you think Neo and Agent Smith are going to be fighting down here? Yeah, you might see them if you look. If you look around. You know what'd be nice in this game, too, is to be able to see track maintenance going on, or, like, you know, people, you know, employees in, you know, high visibility vests, you know, reflector vests and stuff, actually doing stuff. I don't know, just be cool. Like, every once in a while you can see trucks and stuff parked around, but you never see anybody other than the passengers. It's like passengers are at the station or on the train, and then there's just you, but nobody's ever, like, doing maintenance or anything. I think that'd be a good bonus, like how it is in Maybe like in Euro Truck where they put certain scenes on the roads. I mean, for those of you who have layouts at home, aka, you know, train tracks and stuff, where you've set up a train layout and stuff, really cool to put interesting scenes down where you put down like a, you know, maybe a broken down car on the side of the road and somebody like looking under the hood, or family out having a picnic or something like that, you know. Just stuff to liven it up a little bit. Bring some life in. Where's Money Train? Oh, yeah. We have the window open. Yeah. Driving with the window open's nice. You can hear all the sounds. Alright, we'll bring her to the end of the platform this time. Don't want anybody getting out a ladder to get out of the train. Oh, interesting. Real life scenarios like busted light, flooded tunnels. That'd be kind of cool, yeah. I think in these types of games, like they do in ATS and Euro Truck, they try to avoid the whole, like, things going wrong and graffiti and things like that. They try to make the world look perfect as it should be, but don't actually account for things that happen that are unfortunate. Oh, you can actually see people walking at the end of the platform. Cool. Is it worth it? You know what? The only other DLC that I missed out on that I really wanted to play was the Boston Sprinter DLC. And so I think the American East Coast trains are the most interesting for the American ones. So Long Island Railroad and the Harlem line really go together nicely, because I really thought the Grand Central Terminal was really cool when I played the Long Island Railroad line. Unfortunately, it was just that line, but I think more and more of New York would be amazing. I think they should do more of New York. I would like to see more of the same area. I think that'd be really cool. Because, like, if I'm in the mood to play Long Island Railroad, I'll eventually get bored of Long Island Railroad. But then I can go play the Harlem line and still kind of be in the same area. You know, same but different, you know? Are you downloading Money Train to watch it tonight? Look, hey, that guy's walking over the... Oh, my... Okay, good thing they despawned him. Look at all the people going out, though. That's a... Alright, that looks like rush hour to me. 2 trains are, like, loading and unloading. That's so cool. Look at all the people go. Yeah, that was cool. Very nice. Obviously, we'll get better at driving, but, you know, still got a little gold medal, so that's good. Definitely making improvements. That was awesome. Alright, I'm ready for the next one. Let's go. Alright, operate an express train from North White Plains to Grand... Okay, now we're going the whole route. We're in an M3A. 8 cars. Beautiful. No, I was left this time. Again. You noob. Alright, so we're as far away now as we can get. Now we're going to go the whole route. Pretty much. So wait, are we going the whole way then? I'm wondering if we have to stop at all the... Oh, look, it's just nothing but trees and wind. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nowheresville, population us. Yeah, I think there are some scenarios that, like, simulate like a tree branch, like a big tree being tipped over on the tracks or something like that. There's a few scenarios that simulate that. I can remember a German one. Also, There's like some American ones where you have to drive through a one of the original. I forget the name of that route. Chat, what's the original like CSX? I think it is coal route. And you can drive like a coal train. There's like a big old rainstorm and stuff. I forget what the something patch, sand grade patch. I think it is, right? Or sand patch grade. That's what it is. Okay, I should do this stuff beforehand. Actually, let's. Nah, it's okay. Wait, forwarder to forward. Match to 90, and we're good. Nice. What's up, Adam Award? Good to see you. Yeah, the sand patch grade, yep. And then there's the Clinchfield one, which also is American coal trains. Those are really cool, man. I just love all that stuff. This stream is just for me. Whenever I stream this, it's just kind of for me, just to chill out. All right, so now we're stopping at White Plains Track 2. Oh, you wish the PA intercom worked? That'd be cool. I guess console players would feel left out because I don't think they would get like a microphone. Oftentimes, well, some controllers have them on there, but I guess you could simulate it. Yes, you were right. Train Sim World is on sale for $5 right now. You won't get this DLC with that $5 purchase, but I think the base game is well more worth $5. There's quite a few different things to do in just like the base game. And I think that coal train that I mentioned, and a lot of that stuff is in there. And I think that's some of their best stuff. I think they put a lot of the best stuff there. And then everything else you can buy is kind of like if you're a fan of that railroad, or if you've been on that railroad, or if you live there, that kind of thing. Like obviously if you're German and take a lot of trains, then you probably know a lot of those routes and want to ride the rails on a lot of the German lines, you know. Same as if you're like from the UK and want to go on some British trains, or the opposite, like you're from the UK but you're bored of British trains and you want to just drive American freight trains. Like, it's cool. Lets you do whatever you want. Oh, also I forgot to do this. Okay, cool. Gotta remember, horn before the station. Yay! Nah, we'll get better. Now we get to see the whole route, though. So for everybody wanting to see the whole route, wait until 23. You have Train Sim World 2 on PS4. I know the controls are better suited for PC, but it's still damn good on PlayStation. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if you have this on PS4 or Xbox, like, I think it's really good detail-wise and graphics-wise, but I don't think it has to be... I don't think you need to be playing the game in, like, 8K, you know, surround simulator. I think that's better for Flight Sim because you have the whole Earth to take in. I think this is just a little different. Alright, chat said I should also blow it leaving, so... why not? It's 3 a.m. in your country on Raptor streaming? Well, for me, it's like 2 p.m., so... yes, Smiley. Alright, now we're stopping at 125th Street. Can you go all the way to southwest with the Harlem line? I'm not as familiar with the area, but I know the line goes between the North White Plains all the way down to Grand Central Terminal, and they've also included the Yankees stop as well, which it does connect into on occasion, they said. Oh, let's open the window. Yeah, that sounds much better. This just makes me want to play City Skylines. Well, now we gotta go 20 miles. Oh, man. Yep, chat, you get that premium rooftop seating. Can't buy that anywhere else. Awesome, dude. Hey, what's up, Flippers? Good to see you, my man. Game is beautiful, yep. Certainly a lot of fun. Honestly, I'm completely rusty at this game. Every time we come back to this, every time I play a DLC or a new anything that they've added, I always come in here saying, "Oh yeah, I've forgotten everything. I'm so rusty and whatnot." And they always do a good job of the on-screen tutorials for anybody new, anybody experienced who's forgotten anything, anybody who's a pro who just wants to have it on for additional information or whatnot. Or anybody who you can just turn it off too and struggle and learn the hard way, or do it because you're a pro. It's cool. Yeah, this is an M3 train. This is the M3A, I think. The other one's an M7. By the way, I wrote it in my calendar last week because certain things are more important to me. You guys know what I mean? You're either talking about... What the hell? Wait, what? Wait, they have collisions in the game? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've never seen that before. Wait a minute. You can actually crash in this game? Wait, what? I didn't even know they... I didn't know you could do that. Is that new? The hell? We'll pretend that didn't happen. The signal was green, question mark? That's what I thought. Did I do something wrong, or was that a game thing? What was my score on that run? 69, 420. Did I do... What did I do wrong? Or did I? The signal was green? That's what I thought. However, that was hilarious, though. I didn't know you could crash in this game. Because usually what will happen is before you crash like that, there'll be a signal for you to stop. And if you pass it danger, it'll just fade to black and say scenario failed or whatever because you didn't do things safely. That's interesting. Signal was green, just went back and checked. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, we're gonna race this other train. Come on. We gotta go. Yeah, we kicked his ass. Even though he's gotta stop, we won. Get wrecked, losers. Oh, blow the horn for safety. Okay. Alright, we're full safe now. Oh, boy. Blow the horn for safety and trust, yeah. Trust and safety, yep. Alright, well this time let's make sure that doesn't happen. Although I have no idea why there was a train there. It's the other train's fault, right? He shouldn't have been in my way. Did someone crash? Yeah, I just did a minute ago, but I'm not sure if it was my... It must have been my fault, but I can't figure out what I did wrong since everything was green. Even Chad agrees with me, and I agree with myself as well. Skirt. I'm getting a little better with the stopping. Oh, also, damn it, I always forget the horn. What's the hotkey for the horn? Is it H? No, that's headlights, but that's helpful. Is there a horn hotkey so I can like, tap it? Oh, controls. Advanced control? No, keyboard maybe. Spacebar? Spacebar seems like it hit the emergency brake. Oh, okay, well that works. Alright, so we gotta wait for another minute. Maybe because it said track 1? Maybe, but I don't think I have control over the... I don't think I can do the switching or anything, can I? I mean, I can't... I don't think I'm in control of the tracks. Now, this one just has one horn, I think. One horn to rule them all. Max brake. Brake pipe at 140. Alright. Well, you can control where you go sometimes because you can switch... Some scenarios allow you to switch the track on the map, unless they've changed that. But I remember that being a thing, where you could either get out and throw the switch yourself, or you could, like, do it from the map, which was either, like, kind of like a fast travel mode, where it simulated you doing it, but you didn't have to go out and do it, kind of. Or, like, radioing somebody else to do it. Oh, damn it. No, brake pipe, we're fine. Brake pipe's at 101. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day, chat. What's up, Bearded Burns? Good to see you in the chat. You're a third-party dev for Train Sim World? Awesome, dude. Thanks for working on the game. I think this is a fantastic game. I think the more and more games that we get in each particular genre of train simulators, airplane simulators, helicopter simulators, I like that a lot. I do like Train Sim World a lot for the ability to switch in and out of cars, you know, like you can... oftentimes there's jobs where you'll shunt to put together a train, you know, grab a few cars from here and there, and then get a whole line of cars ready to go. And I love the competition, too. I hope there's more and more train games, which means more and more people gain interest in them. Same with flight sims. I still feel, even though you got the Mac Daddy of Microsoft Flight Sim, but we still need more flight sims. We still need more train sims, more city builders, especially more modern stuff. Building things out of modern concrete and rebar and... But there's nothing I love more than this game with the verticality of New York like this. That's really cool. I cannot stress that enough, how cool that is. Also, isn't there a way to save just in case things go bad? Let's save here, and if things happen, we'll be ready for it. Although, I guess, for all the times that I said you can't crash in this game, well, now you can. Man, I feel like I could just feel the breeze coming through the window on this. It's nice. I think we need to utilize the some sort of indicator that we need to utilize inside the train. To know that we need to slow down for the next train. So now it's yellow. Oh. Okay, we're good. Well, yellow means to, for this train, there's some sort of other indicator for it. But basically, it's like, means ready to stop. Oh, Flippers, you clipped the crash? Thanks, dude. Yeah, don't be afraid to share it on the Discord. And exclamation point Flippers in the chat to support his channel as well. Thanks for dropping by today. Yeah, we got a green here. It's showing green upper right corner. And that train is still there. The hell? Oh, now it's red. Oh, because he's leaving the station. So we're supposed... Wait a minute. So it goes yellow, then green. So we need to slip in behind him. Luckily, we saved, so now we know why. Okay. Things have changed from before. This railroad must be done a little differently. Crash simulator confirmed. Wait, now how do I load, though? If I save, how do I load? You have to go to the main menu to load a save? Whoa, that was weird. ATC and ACES. Okay, how do we activate that? Because I don't think that was covered in the tutorial. Or they mentioned it, but it didn't, like, specifically show me where that was. Right after you failed on the menu, there was a load option? Oh, okay. So it's before you go back in. Thank you. Oh, well, let's slow it down a bit. Behind you on the panel? Up there? Oh, now we're being told to stop. So what I should have done is slowed down to receive that order. However, it went yellow, green, and then red. We were just too fast, that's all. Oh, we learn. Yeah, the stations are much more full of life with people kind of walking around and standing and waiting and stuff. Good improvements to the game overall that you'll find in any of the DLCs and scenarios now. Alright, so let's see. Let's turn those on. Ah, okay. Got it. Interesting. And we have our acknowledge button there, okay. We should be able to go 60 then, right? Now that's weird because they do some really good work of hand-holding you in the first tutorial, and then, yeah, the ATC and the ACES are not, it's not like a tutorial in there for them that I've seen. Popcorn's ready. Ah, you. Well, that definitely, at least fixes it, though. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, luckily they cover the brake pipe section, but not the ATC or the aces yet. That's all right. Every time you play, you learn. Well, I think every I don't know, when I clicked on the scenario, it just went into automatically showing me some tutorials. So I didn't really select anything. I just basically fired up the game, clicked on the Harlem line, and then it just gave me some tutorials and stuff. This is cool. Cool. Oh, there's tutorials specifically for each of the trains? Okay, that's good. Yeah, the route tutorials show you a little bit about each train, which is good. Wow, look at all that urban buildup, baby. That is nice. Train go fast now. Okay, not that fast. Alright, I was kidding. Kidding. Hey, what's up, Dreamweaver87? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome to the Big O stream. It's been a while since we come back to a Train Sim World DLC, but I'm glad we are here. 8 miles to go. Yeah, the train computer detects comedy and or me trying to be funny and then sounds an alarm. Oh, no. Wrong button. Don't you do this to me. Oh, you're a jerk. Yeah, a pun alert system, yeah. And things causing more problems. I think we need to disable safety systems in order to enable safety. Trust in safety. I made it mad. Oh, we're at 124 for brake pressure. The hell's that do? Can't take the master key out. Oh, there we go. We can. Oh, there we go. Now we can go back to 90. Perfect. Now she reset. But no. Oh, the buzzer train signals the train conductor. Oh, good. Let's see. Give me some Wendy's. Actually, we stopped here because there's a Wendy's nearby, so I'm gonna have them go swing by and get some nuggets. Okay, so let's go to emergency. Zero out the brake pressure. Back to master. No amps or anything? What the hell? Yeah, I can't adjust the forwarder. Brake pipe is now at 120. How's it going? Good, except for like coming to a stop and not. This does happen sometimes in the game where we need to like reset the brakes, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. Max speed is set to 60. We can't adjust the reverser, no. Yeah, we can't change the reverser. Unless we put it into emergency. Oh, there we go. That might be all it takes. And then we'll be aware to what to do in the next scenario. Okay. We'll just jump back beforehand and get better. We'll just load the save before that part. And we'll be Gucci. Do I have to sound the horn at a station that I'm not stopping at? Oh yeah, the ACES system and the ATC need to be on. Okay. So that's interesting because that does not tell you how to do that in the route scenario. Yeah, it's like being at McDonald's on a busy day when like 14 things are going off. Okay, so we need to stop. Okay, no, that's fine. Oh, Q is for acknowledge? Okay. We should be able to go now. Yep, okay, we're good. You don't understand what I'm trying to achieve? So basically, from when we were playing before, we didn't have these safety systems on. And now there's these new safety systems that help the trains kind of communicate with each other. So that way we can tell where everyone else is on the tracks. And so trains kind of have to, you know, they work in block sections. In other words, it's like intersections where they're allowed to go certain distances, and so these systems help the trains to tell them where each train is, and so they can kind of mitigate via computer how fast or how far away they should be away from each other, to put it simply. We gotta signal ahead of time. But we're getting better. We're learning how to use these safety systems. We're learning how to use the horns. Good stuff. Doors and things like that. The route tutorial was really good, but then in order to learn the safety systems, I think they should put that as part of the base scenario too. Not knowing that, I just went in confused in the next section, but it allowed us to have some comedy, and we're having a good time. All good. Yeah, it's like a warning. And you have to acknowledge the warning too, because there's a lot at risk. People's lives, the whole train route. But more importantly, profits. Yep, this line is in New York City. There's two now for New York that I know of. I'm loving it. This is just... Are we at McDonald's? Because I'm loving it. Do I know how much a roof costs? Nothing, because it's on the house. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Comedian Billy Nelson joining us today. What's up, Billy? Man, people walk way too close to the train, dude. These people have death sentences. Nothing like a Shinkansen passing by, though, at a Japanese train station when it's doing like 1,000 kilometers an hour. Amazing to sit at those Japanese stations. I did that at like Himeji and I think Nagoya. I've taken the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Nagoya. And I think Osaka. So fun. Okay. Now I'm starting to understand it more. Now I'm having a good time. Hate that part when you're confused, but love the part when you understand how things work a little bit better. Good. What? Don't you do this. I acknowledged and reduced speed. Oh, it's so picky. Inconvenience everybody. Why would they do this? How do I clear over speed? Ooh, blind. I'm not sure why it just doesn't let us continue along the route. And that, I think actually at this point now I remember, it's really sensitive. Where it's like, if you go a little bit over, it's just like, oh, all time and life itself has to come to a complete stop. Like it really overreacts. Good for safety, but it's like, if you miss the button, you're dead. Try going into emergency, okay. Why does it still think we're over speed? Like, 0 is too fast? Acknowledge button should reset safety. Yeah, that's what I think too, but I don't know why it, well, there's a snow break? Interesting. Overspeed. Now it's not flashing anymore, but now it's a solid red. There you go. Got to do a full cycle. That's right. The more things go wrong, now we'll know how to correct them in the future. Can we speed now to make up for lost time? Just consider this a on-the-job training. So when that happens, emergency brake on, key out, pull the key out, put it back in, turn the key, throw her into forward, and you're good to go. James, thanks for the 10. Oh, yeah, my birthday's in, well, it's on Wednesday. So, yeah, we're closer to my birthday. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, brother. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be playing some games to celebrate this weekend, so... They do cover emergency stop procedures in the tutorial. They do, but not when you're on ATC. Or at least they don't tell you to, like, take the key out. I don't remember doing that. Oh, we're about to be yelled at. I'm on it. Uh, 34. Yep. That's how old I'll be. Certainly not in maturity. Oh, a bunch of school buses there. They must have a school bus storage yard somewhere on the line then. Happy birthday for Wednesday. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, chat. Very kind. Thanks for coming back to this one. I haven't seen it till now. Yeah, this, I'm glad that we did come back to this one. Also, do I have to blow the horn if I'm going in front of the platform? Or no? I'll just blow it every time. I got it. I'm doing it. Chill. Just let me keep going. We're good. I think they broke. Oh. I think, yep, malfunction. Oh, they broke. Oh, man. Oh. Man, modern technology is not as reliable as it once was. Oh. Man, modern technology. Sometimes you just got to turn it on and off again to get it to work correctly. That's the last time it stops my train. This safety feature is stopping us from being safe. Oh, dude, just turn it off. Oh, okay. Do I like the DLC? I do. I think it's great. I think if you like the Long Island Railroad, then you're going to love this one. But it feels good. Why does my picture look like a video from yesterday? Oh yeah, YouTube's sometimes broken, so I'll update a thumbnail and it'll show a video from a whole nother day. Chad, do you guys see a train, or do you see like what looks to be like another game? Like, does it look like this? Or does it look like something else? YouTube's completely broken, so if all I can do is just upload the right thumbnail, but YouTube will be completely wrong. Wait, it's a whole nother game? Hold on, let me... Really? Still? Hold on, let me tab out. I'll show you guys what it looks like for me. Yep, should be the Long Island Railroad train. Or the Harlem train. That's what it shows for me. Let me go ahead and refresh it to something else and then change it back. Hold on. That may have been confusing for a lot of people. Oh, it all shows Evil Genius for you guys from yesterday? Yeah. You're like the first person to mention that, man. Thank you. Okay, everybody hit F5 or refresh the stream, and let me know what you see on the thumbnail before you... No, don't refresh, but, like, everybody leave the stream, go to my channel, and then, like, come on back and tell me what it says. If it's a train now or if it's fixed. Is it fixed? Yeah, thank you, Cookie Lover. Champion, dude. YouTube's funny like that? Yeah. Notifications don't go out. Dislike buttons removed. Sub counts rounded off. Comments magically deleted. Bots everywhere. Thumbnails not corrected, but, you know. $1 trillion company, but, you know. Don't complain, Raptor. Be nice and positive. Yes. Oh yeah, I want to play Prehistoric Kingdom. It looks exciting. We played that before. It was a lot of fun. Now you all see... Some say it's still the same. Some say they see the train. Okay. Well, at least it's fixed for some people. Graffiti? Wow, there was one graffitis. No, no, we're coasting now. Don't you... Nope. Nope. That system needs to give a little bit more leeway to, like, slow it on down and stuff. Like, my God. Now it's Evil Genius? Now it changed back for you? There we go. That's how you should behave. Give me a chance to slow it on down. It's a train. Alright, well good. I'm glad it's fixed for most people. It'll probably be fixed after the stream. But it's amazing how many things in life are turn it on, turn it off again. Even now. Shows both? Wait, how can it show both? Now I have two thumbnails at the same time. Wait, how is that possible? I don't know. You showed a train? Cool. I think we're all fixed. Thanks for helping me square that away, folks. Appreciate that. It would work fine if I were playing Roblox, yeah. Should I just do that? Should I just become a Roblox streamer now? Dude, do they have Train Sim World but in Roblox? I think Roblox is the future. Like, we're gonna have kitty millionaires. In 10 years, there's going to be a 12-year-old who's going to have $14 billion in Robux. He's actually going to buy the city of New York, and he'll build a wall around it and create a prison. And then the president's jet will go down within the prison, and we'll have to send a man in to get him back. On one screen it shows your train, and on the other it shows the other game. You know, I've noticed that sometimes with YouTube views too. Like, I'll go look at one of my videos and it'll be like, oh, that's weird. This video only has 1,000 views. And then I'll take a look at my dashboard or something, like where you can see as a YouTuber, and it's like, your video has 10,000 views, and it's like, how can it be so wrong? How can it be so off? Oh well. Guys, if we get started on the whole talking about YouTube thing, I'll never stop, so. I'm gonna stop myself now before I get carried away. I blew the horn before the station for once, yay. Yeah. Well, my complaints for YouTube are always just, like, on behalf of you guys. There's a massive amount of competition on YouTube, but the other problem is just, like, when things don't work, it's like, well, what the... Anyway. Back to trains. Yay. Old guy complaining about his job at the barber shop. Yeah. Are there like dude-only barber shops now where guys just hang out all day and don't actually do anything other than complain? Maybe that's just become podcasts now. Oh, yeah, somebody sent me... Okay, that's hilarious. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying now, where you're seeing both images. How confusing. All right, we gotta wait here for 1 minute. You used to go to one a couple of years ago? Oh, boy. Well, I noticed a few people got my Escape from New York reference. That's good. What a weird movie that is. Well, that's cool. When you're watching the live streams on mobile, though, you can see everybody who's a member down below. That's cool. Well, hi, members. Enjoy your new train conductor emote for today's stream of Train Sim World 2. Loving this game, man. Super cool. Alright, proceed to Grand Central Track 42. Hi, Andred. What's up, Jeff Miller? Good to see you. You miss weird movies like that? I'm going to have to go watch Escape from L.A. I'm sure Escape from New York's probably better, because it was the first, probably, but... Although, there are those rare movies, like, for example, you know, Terminator 2, where it was better than the original. Not too often that we could say that the sequel was better than the original, but... Heliosphere, good to see you. What's up, Morgan? Morgan, thanks for sending a screenshot, too, by the way, of what you were seeing. That'll help me to understand things. Thanks for doing that. It's very helpful. Thank you very much. And anybody else who sent screenshots, thank you. Alright, we got 3.4 miles to go in the Central Station now. That looks amazing, man. That right there is the screenshot you all were seeing now, or you should be seeing. That is so cool. And then 3 miles of absolute darkness. Which, by the way... Okay. .2 miles to go. This part feels like landing a plane here. Feels like we're in the pipe for a big O landing. Also, the Long Island Railroad DLC, well, Long Island Railroad connects to Liberty Newark, doesn't it? The airport. So you could actually put these two DLCs or the two games together and play like Microsoft Flight Simulator, land at Newark Liberty, and then get on a train and go drive the train. There we go. There we go. No, we're just crawling now. Crawling, absolutely crawling. Half a mile to go. Yeah, I don't know where the mutants are or any of like little campfires and all the people trying to sell you bread and vodka, but I think it was a missed opportunity. You been to New York, lived there for a while, in fact, and the trains be hauling ass. Yeah, except for here under the terminal. It's like 10 miles an hour here. Chuds, yeah. You want me to put myself in the middle like we're driving? Well, we could do that. Oh, wait. I'll do it in a minute. Yeah, no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down here. I have more hair than you do? Is that what you're talking about? I'm always gonna have hair. Is there music in the game? You can put on your own music. There, I mean, there's music in the menus and stuff, but there's no... You know, you can't really listen to, like, Metallica or something from the game. You just put it on yourself. Alright, 500 yards, and then we can stop. Why is there a little dot in the center of the screen? It's a little aiming reticle, so when you go to hit a button or something, it expands and shows you what you're pointing at. It's just to help you look at stuff in first person. Alright, so about 150 yards to go. Despite me having like an emergency stop and not knowing what the hell I'm doing, we're still early by like 3 minutes. Wow. Not even sure if all the train is on the platform yet. Yeah, it looks like it is. We'll stop here then. Yay! And now we just gotta wait until 5:20. Wow, this reminds me of the scene from Speed when they get on top of the subway cars. And Keanu Reeves is fighting with Dennis Hopper on the top of the train. I think this guy's really debating whether or not he wants to take the train today. He's thinking about it, not really sure. Interesting shirt, sir. It's all a lie? Oh my god. I'm outraged. I can't believe it. Could you believe video games only simulate a world? I don't remember any of these buildings in New York. Refund it, yeah. It's fine. It's all just set dressing. It's good. I'm just looking around while we're in hover camera mode. Ooh, nice hoodie. There we go. Somebody who knows how to dress nicely. Good green color. Your skin is popping out of your shirt, sir. All right. Lock the doors. Wait, what now? Wait, they want me to back out? I think we're going to park. I'm assuming we got to go reverse and then... Oh, it doesn't show the... Oh. There we go. Full map. Oh, no, we can zip around. Oh, we're going to just pull ahead. Cool. Hope that doesn't get me DMCA'd for copyright. Yeah, now we're gonna go park for the evening. Are we gonna go to Central Park? Sure, we can like take the. I think we drive the train up on the roads and drive on through to Central Park. Get everybody some ice cream for $18 a cone. Ooh, I wonder if there's a mod for the game to see like a rat carrying away like a giant slice of pizza. $18? Are they having a sale? Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. You can get the ultra super small cone. Comes with a free magnifying glass for only $18. $300 yards to go. You should talk about Splinter that way. Yeah, Master. Well, you know the the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are no longer teenage; they're now middle-aged. Splinter's got to do things for themselves, while the Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Da Vinci are out. Well, they got real desk jobs now. You know, fighting crime is just not profitable anymore, so they've just turned to cybercrime. They're just hackers now. What? The other one changed his name. They can do that. Oh, go a little further, a little further. Okay, there we go. Yeah! Cool. Man, like it takes an hour just to get into the terminal and do that. Not bad, though. Thank you, Xian, for being here, dude. Appreciate your work on the game, and much power to you as you play Witcher 3, or watch some Witcher 3. Play some Witcher 3. That's what you said, play. Cool. Love this game, man. The variety of trains and all the differences between, you know, trains often being designed for the where area in which they operate is cool. All right, let's go to the main menu. I want to take a look at some of these scenarios. We've been doing a lot with this old train, but let's do some fresh new stuff. Let's take a look at some of the scenarios. There's a few things we haven't done yet. So let's go to explore. So there's 5 scenarios. Oh, okay, so we got train to the game. The game is almost started, and a few fans are trickling in on the services to the Yankees East 153rd Street. Okay, we haven't done that one. That'd be a good one to start with. That's going to take an hour? Why? Well, you probably got to go there and back, maybe. Yeah, this game's $5 right now, Train Sim World. Not this DLC. What you've seen here is not on sale. Well, it is available, but not on sale. But let's take a look at the other scenarios and then do one more, because I frickin' love trains. And it's been a while since we played Train Sim World, so let's keep having fun. Be good, Rap. Have a good stream. Thanks, dude. I'll be as good as I can. Thank you very much, man. Peak performance. Take the final peak train of the evening up to North White Plains before parking in the yard. Oh, that's cool. No Globetrotters. Oh, snow time. Operate the early morning non-revenue service to check the safety of the line after extreme weather before preparing a train service at Crestwood. Buds up to the Big Apple. Start up this morning morning service at Crestwood and head down to the busy line at Grand Central Terminal. Subway Series Direct. Prepare train service from Mount Vernon Yard before heading to Grand Central Terminal and then back to Mount Vernon Yard. Well, give me the anything with the M78. Yeah. Oh, do we get to pick? Or do we just, oh, maybe this one's there and back with a different train. That might be it. Let's see. Grand Central Terminal. Oh, wait. I want to see here. Yeah, that one's a long one. We've already done the whole line, but we haven't gone to the Yankees stop yet, so let's go do that. Yeah, let's go see the big game. We can't say what game it is, and we can't mention teams for copyright, but, you know, big game. We got to go see the big game. By sports team. Alright, it's game 3 of the series. We can't say World Series, but we can say series. And the last few fans are making their way to the stadium. When you're ready, climb aboard and get started. Hello from Sweden. Hey, Asfadia. Hej, Madu. Välkommen, min kompis. Hey, hey. Oh, there it goes. Sit in the engineer's seat. Master key to on. Oh, yeah, this is the newer one. Alright, now we're in a whole different train, so this we haven't really seen too much. And lights to bright. Just testing. Okay. Set headlights to aux bright. Markers to off. Unlock doors. Any New Yorkers in the chat? I see CE photo art from the from New York there. Where's Aces and ATC on this train? Is it on the computer terminal? Ooh, car wash mode. Can't even see anything behind me. I don't know if it's a fuse behind me. I'm gonna order some Wendy's. Wendy's, please. Alright, hopefully that'll be here soon. Yeah, shower mode for the train, yep. It's true. That's a lovely noise. Red button. I don't see any red buttons. Sounds like close to nails on a chalkboard. Yeah. Chad, if you don't behave, I'm gonna throw it in reverse. Below in front of your shutter, it says ATC lamp test. Do I have a flashlight button? Oh, just hit L for cab lights. Well, that's helpful. That button, the lamp test button? I can't interact with that. ATC lamp test. Does the train have a heater? Yeah, some you can actually turn the heater on for some of the trains. Center screen just in front of the lever is the ATC test light. Oh, this. I can't interact with that either. It looks like it's maybe on, though? I see that light. There, I got him. And the fuse is in the back. Well, they're active. We got them. Got them, boys. So it's the same as the other train. This train's a little different, but it looks the same in many ways. I like the look of this one better, though. Is this train... What is the train for the Long Island Railroad add-on? What is the trains that they have available for the Long Island Railroad? Aren't those M3s? And then this uses M3s as well for the Harlem line, but they're slightly different, right? And also M7s? Is that right? Yeah, M3A I think is what they use here. M7 is what they use on the Long Island Railroad line? Okay. Because this is an M7 now, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're going to the big game, chat. Let's go to Yankee Stadium. SnowRunner got a DLC too? Yeah, that just adds new vehicles, right? I don't think there's any new... Man, do I love SnowRunner, though. I thought the last couple of DLCs were not so great, but the most recent one was really good. The main one, was awesome. I was trying to get Harriet to play that more with me and Rick, but he was like hesitant, but it was like really good. You haven't been in the streams for a while? Welcome back, Nerd Squadron. Good to see you here, man. Welcome everybody in the Big O stream. Big O stream. Nothing like hearing a screech for 8 minutes straight. Come on, guys, we're going to the big game. What? 2 people are going to the game? Okay. Would I like to operate a train in real life? I think there's actually a few places that'll let you do that. Where there's like private decommissioned railroad lines. I've been to a place like that in Japan, where you can ride bikes on the tracks, but also they have a train that you can drive on the tracks too. Pretty cool. Alright, we're going to Yankees East 153rd Street. I would? Yep, I would. Yeah, I think it would be fun too. I mean, I've driven tanks before. I haven't driven a train before. Well, that was cool. No, I've driven tanks in real life. T-55, a Gepard anti-aircraft unit, Martyr 1. M113, self-propelled artillery. Oh, you operate excavators? Oh, we need more games that do excavation. I love that in... yeah, actually, we're going to have to play that again soon. Construction Simulator. We're in the Bronx now? Nice. Yeah, Construction Sim's a hell of a lot of fun. We'll play that with Poglad and Rick and stuff when they're back from vacations in a little bit. Actually, maybe I'll put that on my list of games to play for my birthday weekend. This weekend I'm going to try to celebrate my birthday because, you know, my birthday's on a Wednesday, which is like right dead in the middle of the week, and I'd rather celebrate on like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make it a fun thing. And then again on my actual birthday. Let's see if we can see the stadium. We can't really see the stadium. Let's see. Yeah, it must be nearby. I can't look right, though. Wait, we'll go into the free fly mode in a minute. Perfect stop, damn. Absolutely perfect. All right, let's see the, oh, you can actually hear, like, people cheering on the team. Oh, there it is. Ooh, you can hear them. You can actually hear, like, somebody selling popcorn and people cheering on. Nice. All right, anyway, lock doors. Hybrid Yard isn't currently accepting trains for layovers at the moment, so we'll change ends and drive to Grand Central instead. I'm assuming we're going to drive through. Drive through Pog. Oops. Let me take a look at the map. Oh, I guess not. I thought it might loop around. What is this? It's completely detached to everything. This looks like it's part of the DLC, but it's detached from the whole train line. Weird that they would put that line there if you can't actually drive on it. Nothing leads to that, I think. Nope. Interesting. Interesting indeed. All right, we'll save there. Okay, so everybody, I got a surprise for you. I'm about to release a new video on the channel for a post-apocalyptic, kind of like a survival building game where you need to make food and stuff in order to, you know, feed chickens and eventually like clean up the earth after a disaster. Think of Wall-E, you know what I mean? Like where the earth is just completely caked in sludge and whatnot. So I'm going to drop that pretty much right now on the channel. So we're going to drop that video now. And I'll see you guys in a little bit for my next Big O stream. I'm going to pull this up. And I'm going to let everybody go see it. On Train Simulator, that's the rest of the... Oh, the Croton Harmon route. Oh, really? Is that a DLC you can get? Or I don't know what that could be. Anyway, all right, I'm going to release the video now, and I'm going to go take a break for a bit and then come on back for more. Train Sim World, amazing. Happy to be back. What a fantastic game. Folks, go to this video and just say, I like trains, or go say hi, or hello, Raptor, or something along those lines. I'm dropping it for you all now. You guys can go check out our little video that we've put up now, Surviving a Toxic Wasteland. You may have seen this game before, maybe not. I'm not going to say the name of the game, but you'll have to go and check it out right there. Thanks again, guys, for all your support for Train Sim World, and we'll come back for more DLCs and stuff in the future. Yeah, I love this one. We'll probably come back for the next one that's coming up. The, I forget the name of it, but I think it's a freight train route, and looks pretty cool. So, thanks, guys, for being here. Big O shout-out to all you New Yorkers out there. Stay tough, brothers and sisters, and beautiful city. I had the chance to visit once and would love to go again. So, everybody have yourselves a good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'll see you for our next stream sometime later today, folks. Thanks for being the best community out there. Welcome to all the new members. Thanks for all the Big O Super Chats, too. You guys are the best. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon. And by the way, the game has chickens, the one that I just linked you to. Enjoy those nuggies, baby. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.